My name is Rupinder Sayal and welcome to our channel, Wonderful Conversations. So in this episode, we are going to talk about the book that is recently published called Dollars and Cents, Money Mishaps and How to Avoid Them. This book is written by two people, Dan Ariely and Jeff Kreisler. So Dan Ariely is actually has an interesting profile. He works on a new area of economics called behavioral economics, and there are a lot of other famous people who have worked on behavioral economics, for example Daniel Kahneman and Richard Thaler. So it is a new area and it talks about our irrational behavior towards money and decisions. So Dan Ariely is James B. Duke Professor of Psychology and Behavioral Sciences at Duke University, and he's also the founder for Center for Advanced Hindsight. So he works on behavioral economics. He has a number of TED Talks which have been viewed over 1 million times, and he has also authored other books on irrationality and our irrational behavior. For example, Predictably Irrational, The Upside of Irrationality, and The Honest Truth About Dishonesty. So he's a very interesting fellow, and I haven't read his other books, but this book I liked very much. And Jeff Kreisler is an award-winning comedian and writer based in New York. So together they have written a very interesting, fun and funny book about how our irrational behavior towards money can lead us into financial trouble. So this book has 18 chapters and 3 parts. So the first 3 chapters talk about what is money and how do we value money, and how do we think about value and money, and how do we think about paying for different things. So for example, how much would you pay for a Diet Coke, for example, and how much would you pay for a painting? Do you think the value of that painting, for example, some paintings run into $2 million, is it really worth that much? So what determines that value? And why is it that sometimes we buy something for some amount of money, but if that same thing comes with a tagline that now it is a discount, so previously it was at some price and now it is half that price or 20% of that price, we are amazingly interested in that thing after we learn about the discount. So why does that discount matter so much? So these are kind of some of the examples of irrational behaviors that they talk about. The second part of the book, which is about 10 chapters, is specifically dealing with our mistakes with money. So for example, it has been found in numerous studies that people spend more when they are paying with a credit card as compared to paying with cash, for example. And for example, there is another interesting scenario in the book about lock openers. So for example, if you are stuck in your house and you don't have the keys and you have to call somebody to open the lock for you, do you think you will pay more if the guy comes in and opens the lock for you in 5 minutes as compared to if he takes too much time, for example 2 hours? Most people would say they would pay for the guy who's working for 2 hours because they think that he's working very hard. But actually the outcome is the same in both the cases. Your lock gets opened, so it should matter more that the guy gets the work done in less amount of time. So similar scenarios, very fun and funny scenarios. The book is very interesting. You will never get bored about Hawaii is talking about investments or financial decisions or money. So it is not your typical business or self-help finance book. It is packed full of insights about our irrational behavior towards money. And the last 5 chapters actually talk about now what to do. What is the solution for this? So if we know that we are irrational about spending and our habits about money, what can we do to force ourselves to make wiser decisions? So there are a very great number of insights in the last chapter also, and one of the insights is about, for example, having an imaginary conversation with your older self. So if you imagine yourself 20 years from now or 30 years from now, and you imagine you are old and not so healthy and not able to work, do you think you would buy the same expensive Starbucks latte or Starbucks coffee again every day? Or do you think you will start saving? So I think these kind of emotional triggers or emotional cues can help us to make wiser financial decisions. And there are a lot of others financial decisions that are detailed in this book. So I would not put many spoilers in this book. I just would like to mention that this is a very interesting book. So if you like it, please buy it and give it a read. I have also given the links in the description box to the video that Dan Ariely and Jeff Kreisler had about this book, so you can listen to them firsthand talk about this book. So hopefully you will like this video, and if you do like it, please subscribe our channel and hit the thumbs up button if you liked it. So hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much.